Hi everybody, I hope everyone had an awesome day and stayed cool. It was a super hot day in Michigan, which I absolutely love, and I'm actually sitting outside right now and it's probably still like, what is it? Like 85 degrees right now, which is great. I just wanted to share Jesus Calling with you guys really quick. So, glorious God, your word teaches that I am being transformed into your image from glory to glory. I find this verse both confronting and thrilling. I am grateful that your spirit is orchestrating this massive work in me. When I face difficulties in my life, I don't want to waste those challenges and circumstances. Instead, I can invite you to use them to transform me more and more into your likeness. This may be a painful process, but I know that your wisdom and ways will be perfect. I need to be willing to suffer with you so I will also be glorified with you. Even though my troubles sometimes seem heavy and endless, I realize that your light is momentarily compared to eternal glory that are achieving for me. I'm learning to thank you for the hard times and praise you for the ongoing troubles, regardless of how I'm feeling. I want to glorify you by always giving thanks, even in the midst of adversity, because of you. You are all that you have done for me. Moreover, a thankful attitude helps me make progress and transformation from glory to glory. So today, it's funny, I was working with one of the physicians that I work with, and I was in Brighton this weekend for our boys' baseball. And I was talking to him about how there was a wedding going on at the hotel that we were at, and how I had to wake up at 2 in the morning and go out in the hallway and yell or whatever. He's like, well, what hotel were you at in Brighton? I said, oh, it was the one up by, the Target. And he's like, no way, you've got to be kidding me. He's like, I actually dropped people off from the wedding at that hotel. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like, so you were the cause of all the ruckus and the noise or whatever. But anyway, which is so cool because that's how God works, right? But then I had a situation that I was really praying like fervently on, and really wanting God's wisdom and knowledge for a situation. And it was so cool because I went into the break room, and there was one of the reps that I work with, and he has a ton of fruit on the tree, which means has knowledge in that area. And so I sat down with him and I said, oh my gosh, Scott, I go, you're such a blessing. Seriously, like I was praying all day and you're an answer to my prayer, because he just gave me some different nuggets and stuff and just had a different lens of, the situation. And coming from the outside looking in, he helped me just to plan, do, check, and adjust through different stuff. But also I wanted to talk about leadership as well, because today at work, there were just some situations that I'm like, why doesn't anyone take action on a situation, right? Why does everyone just wait for the other person? And I'm like, why do people just pass the buck? And I'm like, you know what? The buck stops here. Like, we have to just move forward. Like, if a situation needs to be resolved, take action, call on, something. I'm like, I always tell the boys, I'm like, you know what? Don't follow the herd. I'm like, go out and spread the word. I'm like, because if you follow the herd, then you're going to get slaughtered. So go out and be a leader and have courage and confidence to go and try to get things, figured out, and just take action. Like, make that phone call. If something's not working, don't say, oh, well, I don't know why it's not working. No, call, like IT and figure it out, or call to get more instruments, or call to go get garbage bags if there's no garbage bags. Just basic things like that. Sorry, I didn't mean to get on a tangent or anything, but I'm just thinking it's really hard to find, good leaders nowadays, right? Or someone who's actually going to work and have a good work ethic. And I know I tell my boys that all the time. I'm like, you know what? It's the most important thing, obviously, is eternity, but also to have good character and integrity and do the right thing and just be a hard worker. So I just hope everyone has a blessed day. Oh, and then we're going to make hot dogs tonight after baseball. And we opened up our grill, and there was a huge, like, bird's nest or a rat's nest. I'm not sure what it was. But anyway, there were a little thing of feathers. And I'm like, oh my gosh, there was a little bird that I don't know if the mouse ate it or if it was a bird's nest. But anyway, so I found feathers. Like, once again, God is showing up and showing off like he always does. And so I just hope you have an amazing, awesome night, and I cannot wait to see what God has planned for tomorrow.